I want to take you through my 20-year hair journey and why I've structured my practice the way that I have for your hair restoration journey. So picture it, 2005. I am about 20 years old and I'm starting to notice quite a bit of hair loss. So mostly my temples, behind the front of my hairline, nothing really in the back, but there's a picture I very vividly remember of me on vacation in the sun and just looking totally not the way I wanted to. I did another hair grafting. We did about 2,000 grafts and we filled in temples and behind the hairline. But now I'm armed with a completely different process and journey. I want to take you through my 20-year hair journey and why I've structured my practice the way that I have for your hair restoration journey. I'm Prem Tripathi. I am a facial plastic surgeon in the East Bay area. And let me take you through what I did for my hair over the last 20 years, including 2 hair grafts, and how I've completely shifted the way I do things for patients in my practice. So picture it, 2005. I am about 20 years old and I'm starting to notice quite a bit of hair loss. So mostly my temples, behind the front of my hairline, nothing really in the back, but I know what's sort of in store for me because I've seen my parents. And I thought, why don't we try to just get ahead of this in the best I can? I was in college, couldn't really do much. So I started on finasteride. Finasteride is the only FDA approved medication orally to take for hair loss. Minoxidil has, sort of shifted back into that, but primarily this was the only medication at that time. So since that time, I've been on finasteride uninterrupted. It's been 20 years now, no real side effects, and it is sort of the basis of the hair care journey. And it is something I recommend for all my patients. But over the next 10 years, while I did see a nice, maybe a rest in how much hair I was losing, I still noticed thinning. There's a picture I very vividly remember of me on vacation in the sun and just looking totally not the way I wanted to. So that then started the next phase of the hair care. I still was not using topical minoxidil. I just felt like it didn't fit in my lifestyle. I was not using any special shampoos or conditioners. The main thing I was doing then is just taking the Propecia. And so I opted in 2015 to do a FUE hair graft, which is taking hair from the back of your scalp and putting it in the front of your scalp. Now in 2015, technology was, starting to get really good at doing hair grafts. We had shifted away from cutting like a huge line in the scalp and started doing FUE. I basically went into a plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills. I asked him, how many grafts does he think I need? I basically did whatever he said. And I had that procedure done in 2015. Over the course of that year, I did see a nice change. I saw improvement just in the thickness of the hair that I had and more hair growing in the area that I was bothered by. And now this was primarily just to fill the area behind my hairline, which was the area that I was most bugged by. But at that time, while we were doing a lot for hair, we weren't doing all the supplemental things. So I wasn't doing topical minoxidil. Exosomes and PRP were not really a thing, so I wasn't supplementing anything afterwards to help maintain what I have or keep what I have. We weren't doing anything biologically focused on you, so we weren't getting your own exosomes. And so we're kind of just waiting to see which grafts took, how good is it gonna look, and if I was gonna need another follow-up treatment. So in that time, while I did see a nice change, it wasn't really enough to fill in the density, fill in the area that I was bothered by. But it was fine. I kept it the way it was. And then this past year, I did another hair grafting. We did about 2,000 grafts and we filled in temples and behind the hairline. But now I'm armed with a completely different process and journey. Supplementally, what I do is I follow up with exosome injections. Now, exosomes, remember, are small little vesicles that contain growth factors that cells use to communicate with each other, and they have been shown in small studies to help regrow hair. But we don't just use exosomes that are created in a lab. I can take 50 of your own hair grafts during your hair transplant and send them off. And after about 3 months, they will send me your own exosomes, your own PRP growth factors, and we can use them both as an injectable and as a topical. So now you have your own growth factors from you that you can use as supplement. So that's one thing that I do. After that, the other nice things that we want to continue is some microneedling into the scalp or micro stamping. That's something I provide to all my patients. And then the supplemental things like, actual oral supplements that I've shown to have hair growth, Nizoral or an antifungal shampoo that help hair growth, and the hair growth shampoos and conditioners. So you're basically getting the entire package, and that's structured specifically for a reason. With hair loss, with the most common cause, which is male pattern or female pattern hair loss, you've got to throw the kitchen sink at it. There are so many reasons, both genetic, hormone related, that can cause hair loss. And it's very difficult to get an amazing result with one modality. And I believe that for basically everything, both surgery, non-surgical treatments, and hair. You've got to do things that create a little bit of a difference at every chain of events to get you that solid result. And so what I've done to structure it is I've set that all up for you. There's no thinking. You know exactly what meds to take, when to take them, what to use on your hair between treatments, and it's even built in 2 FUE treatments because most people are worried that one is not going to be enough. You don't have to worry about that. Both of those are built into your cycle. So what I've noticed now, it's been about 5 months since my second hair graft. I've noticed that the hair looks thicker. It's growing in areas that I didn't have before. So right at the temple area where the hair was receding. I've also noticed that I have less shedding. I noticed that the hair looks thicker overall. There's better density, better coverage. And I think the important thing is to remember that you really only notice hair loss when you've lost about half the hairs on your head. So one thing that I'm really, passionate about is making sure that you focus not just on the regrowth, which is important, but keeping what you have, which is arguably even more important. If you're going to lose those extra hairs as time goes on, it doesn't matter if I'm helping you grow more. And the other part of this is if we do nothing at all, it's only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. There's not a whole lot of things you can do to make it better other than a comprehensive package. So speaking from my own personal journey, I've been on both sides. I've had FUE with and FUE without these, supplemental treatments. And that's why I structured it the way I do. So my hair loss journey is a personal one, but I want to tailor your journey to fit you and your lifestyle. So if you're interested in something like this, give us a call and I can't wait to see you next time.